Sources say a pre-season showdown between Gavi and Fermín López nearly spiraled into a fistfight, plunging the dressing room into chaos and forcing urgent meetings behind closed doors. Reports claim Gavi went straight to presidential advisor Alejandro Echevarría, allegedly asking that Fermín be put on the transfer list. A development that, when it reached Fermín, triggered a scathing Instagram story he later deleted. With both midfielders central to Hansi Flick's plans, this isn't small talk. It threatens team chemistry on the eve of the season and hands Flick his first major squad management crisis to manage now. To understand why this moment matters, consider who we're talking about. Gavi grew up inside La Masia and has become one of the most talked about young midfielders in Europe for his intensity, press and tactical intelligence. Fermín López, another product of Barcelona's system, has been building a reputation for creativity and composure in midfield. They are not fringe players, both are expected to play meaningful minutes and both influence the mood in a dressing room that prides itself on unity. When two figures like this clash publicly, the ripple effects are immediate. Teammates pick sides, training becomes tense, and opponents smell opportunity. According to reporters relaying club insiders, the disagreement was not a casual argument. Those present allegedly had to physically separate the pair, with voices raised and tempers flaring to the point that staff intervened to calm things down. Multiple outlets picking up the story quote a single line of reporting. The confrontation almost reached a fistfight, a phrase that underlines how close a private bust-up came to becoming a public incident. Whether the near-physical element is true or an overstatement by excited sources, the mere suggestion is damaging. It transforms a spat into a headline and forces the club to act. What turned a locker room argument to a broader story, sources say, was escalation to the club's power structures. The claim being circulated is that Gavi took his complaint to Alejandro Echevarría, an influential advisor with the president's ear, and requested that Fermín be considered for the transfer list to diffuse ongoing tension. That is an extraordinary allegation. Players airing requests to sell teammates through back-channels points to breakdowns in communication and trust. If true, it reshapes the narrative from two young pros squabbling to one player attempting to engineer another's exit, a move that would be felt not just on match day, but across the transfer strategy and the club's image. Public reaction followed in a familiar modern pattern. Fermín posted a blunt message on his Instagram story, a line about betrayal and about people not winning, and then deleted it. That deleted post has only fueled speculation. In football culture, a removed social media message often reads as confirmation that something sensitive was being said. Followers screenshot, fans argue, and pundits pass tone and timing for meaning. The post itself did not name names, but within hours the internet had filled in the blanks. Fans connected the timing of the story with the reports about the dispute and began demanding clarifications from the club. Whether Fermín intended the post as a private vent, a targeted critique, or something else, the effect is the same. It pushed this episode from whispers into the public domain. At the center of this storm is Hansi Flick, the coach who must now combine tactical preparation with acute people management. Coaches can absorb a great deal, but unresolved personal rifts between key players make selection decisions political as much as sporting. The ideal resolution is straightforward: calm, mediated conversation, mutual apologies where warranted, and a professional recommitment to the team. But reality is messier. If the club believes the relationship is beyond repair, the transfer window provides a clean, if costly, option. If they push both back into training too quickly without addressing root causes, tensions will resurface under pressure. Either path carries risk. Beyond the immediate personnel questions, there's a cultural angle. Barcelona sells unity as part of its identity. Two La Masia graduates at odds in a headline erode that narrative and give rivals and media oxygen. For supporters, the worry is simple. Off-field drama can derail on-field confidence, especially early in the season when habits and relationships are still forming. For club executives, it is a test of governance. How quickly can leadership verify facts, calm the dressing room, and communicate a plan that restores focus? For investors and partners, continuity matters. Headlines about internal fights are never helpful when the club is balancing sporting and commercial pressure. For now, the watch points are clear: an official club statement, any formal meeting minutes or confirmations that Flick has intervened, and how both players behave in training and matchday squads over the next 2 weeks. Responsible reporting matters here. These are still allegations and social media fragments, and the club's internal due process should guide decision. Fans, pundits and neutrals will keep watching, because at a club as symbolic as Barcelona, a single row between teammates can become the story of a season.